All right, we're at round 6 of Mid-East Hare Scramble Series, Harris Bridge. Hyping up my boy Thornton. He's racing with us for the first time today. Bike's starting up good. Let's see what happens. See me shaking the lens. My goggles are already fogging up. Boom, good start. KTM fired right up. Looks like we are 5th out the hole. Drop back into 6th quick, but we gonna see about that. This footage is gonna be chopped up for a surprise later on, but I'll give you one hint. This is the first race, so we're just watching the highlights of it. Running into the woods right here. I'm in front of Kyle and Dylan, which are my 2 buddies I'm racing with. Made a mistake right here, and then boom, Dylan's right there. On it. That boy was on the gas right here. I ain't catch up to in the rest of this race. Coming up on Jason Dillon right now, running through some mud. Boys got stuck, tried to get around, but he was on it. He was on it. I'm feeling good at this point. I was eating and drinking good all week trying to get prepped for this. Had a good bit of energy coming into this first race. Bike was feeling super good. Got a good start, which I was hype about. I finally messed with the TPS settings enough until I got it to start up pretty quick, so I was happy with that. Running through the woods here, and Dylan took an awesome line through here. He pulled a lot of time on me. I never got to pre-run this track or anything, so I'm seeing this all for the first time and should have followed him right there. Come into the creek and everybody's just taking a nap. Just stall the bike out. Hey, let's just hang out right at the bottom of it. Let's go, let's go. I skipped the hill climb first lap. Now we're pulling up. Ooh, ate a tree. Pulling up on Mr. Donut Man right here. We're glad to see him back. He broke his wrist real good at a race a couple races ago. Went over a fence, and glad to see him back out here with us. Made a little pass. Picked a good line right there. That line saved a lot of time later on. Donut Man down. Donut Man down. Yamaha Man down. Donut Man down. Made a little pass right here. Wasn't really that impressive. He just kind of stopped. Oh, almost smacked that tree. Oh, there's a tree branch. All right, so if you notice right here, I'm angling my head way up. I was breathing so damn heavy, I done fogged the goggles up. You can hear I was hype about it. All right, and this is where the confusion starts. So I guess a tree had fallen, and they're rerouting us mid-race. So we all get turned around, we get sent into the woods. Boom, check out the arrows, 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 arrows. A couple more arrows. And that's the last of the arrows. Saw one more. We got no idea where to go at this point, and ran to the closest opening we saw, following the dude in front of me. Saw that the arrows were pointed forward, so we were at least going the right way. And after a couple of minutes of not seeing anyone, we realized that we had cut the track in that spot. People got into head-on collisions. It was sketchy. So restarting the race, race 2, here we go. Horrible start. I was hyped up. Horrible start. Bike wouldn't start. But look at all these passes we're about to make. It's go time. I'm on demon time right here. I'm pissed off. We got Kyle 553 up here. He's about to get 8 up. Boom. Boom. Let's keep it moving. Keep it moving. Man down. Man down. Off into the woods. And you see we're charging right here. I'm feeling good. I got a sight lap in. I'm warmed up. I'm feeling good. I always feel the best second moto. Anytime I ride, have a little 20-minute break and then go back out, I'm just in the right mindset. I'm charging. I don't get tired. I feel good. So I'm in my prime right here. Take that turn good. Learn from the first lap where Dylan got by me on. Try to make the same move on this guy in front of me with no luck. Made a couple passes right there. That was a good line, carrying some speed through here. Confident, knowing that the tire's hooked up, knowing that the terrain's good. Just got to find that right line and stay on it. Nowhere too good to pass around here, so I'm just taking my time. There it is. Carrying some good speed through there. I knew where that turn was. Right through the mud. Almost smacked that tree right there. Took a bad little line. Yeah, it's go time right now. We're charging. Yeah. Let's go, let's go. Peep this line, peep this line. Smooth. Get to the creek crossing, a little clearer this time. Get the pass done, almost slid it out, but we got it done. Hill climb up here was gnarly. I'd never even looked at this thing, not even when I was riding up to it. There's my boy Dylan we're catching up to right there, but first time I hit the hill climb, I didn't even look at it as I'm coming up to it, just went for it. And I'm glad I didn't walk it beforehand, because that thing was huge from the bottom. That thing was way different to look at than it was to hit it on the bike. It wasn't too bad if you got some momentum on the bike, but it was serious. Gotta keep up with Dylan, make it through this traffic. Never saw this line first race. This must have just opened up. The dust in these straightaways was killer. I had to really be on the lookout because you can only see about 5 feet in front of you, but you're cooking through it. Telling Dylan to get the heck on up out of the way, buddy. Let's go, let's go. Right here, I'm just doing my best to push him, make a mistake. Took a bad line right here. He got a good bit of time. Actually, no. We're right up on him. Getting held up by some slower traffic. Boinged a rock right under me. Almost went out right there. This was the bad line. Look how much of a gap he puts on me with this. Almost get past. And Now we're dancing through some trees right here. This gets a little technical. Gets a little gap after I almost smoked Homeboy, and then we're back through these dusty straightaways. This thing had a kicker right at the end. Don't look bad on video, but that back seat, boing, that thing kicked. Here we go under the Harris Bridge. And we are getting it through this section. This section was a lot of fun. It had a lot of good flow to it. It was pretty sandy, loose. That's what I like. Getting up close, take a different line on them. Can't get it done. Coming up on some traffic. Dylan gets the pass done. We gotta do it too. That looks like it was Jace down right there. Jace was riding awesome today. He's in C-Class with us. He's a front of the pack guy, and don't know what happened, but I don't think he placed well on it, so hope he's all right. And meanwhile, I'm still just working Dylan, so I'm behind him. I haven't had a good place to be able to get by him. Me and him are right at about the same speed through all of this. And I'm also keeping in mind that I would rather be behind him, putting the pressure on him, making him make a mistake rather than be the person in front with all the pressure on you. So we're just cruising through here, waiting for an opportunity, keeping in mind that this is a 2-hour race. I got Dylan right in front of me. We ain't going nowhere, so we're just kind of chilling through this. Flowing through here. This is looking good. And up here we get passed by a couple guys on 450s. Got one more coming. little mistake in that corner, and that man was on me. So here's our two 450 riders that get in between us for a little minute. I take this opportunity knowing that they're gonna make it around Dylan and kind of take a little break. I was definitely working myself to keep up with them, so I was just wanting to make sure I'm not gonna get arm pumped, make it through this whole race, keep this pace going, and just kind of backed off for a little second here. Keep taking bad lines throughout this. When I was behind Dylan, I was just taking every line that he wasn't, looking for an advantage. But in reality, he took a lot of the good, fastest lines through it, and I need to pre-run this next race. So right here, I realize I'm starting to lose sight of the 450 riders and Dylan, so I start putting a little charge on, catch back up. Ruts weren't too bad that day. That one I just went through was one of the deeper ones there, besides some of the mud spots. This track was awesome. Honestly, it was gripped up everywhere, and the sun was dusty, but in the shade, dirt couldn't have been any better. It was perfectly gripped up. Had a good bit of clay, had a good bit of sand, good bit of black dirt. Not too many roots. I mean, there were some stumps and whatnot here and there, but for one of these races, it was about as good as it gets. Boom! About smacked that tree. Jace comes around on the inside, hauling ass by. That boy's quick. So now I got 3 riders between me and Dylan, which is kind of getting me a little worried, so I'm making sure I'm up there. Actually, we only got Jace. That's Dylan right up there. Jace makes a pass on Dylan. Here we go, he's in my sight, time to reel him on in. Oh, we're charging right here. here I have a moral dilemma. I didn't know this line existed to the right. I was coming on the inside of him, decided to let off because I don't know where he's going. Boom, hit the rock. Wheelie. Boom, we're done. We're done. If I knew that was gonna happen, I would have taken Dylan's ass out right there. Just take that left line, plow right through, but you know, I was trying to be nice. I was trying to, that's my boy, I ain't gonna take him out, but next time, Dylan, I'm taking your ass out. Figured the fastest way back onto the track is through the trees right here, and I'm sure that that was the case. So lost a good bit of positions, lost a little bit of time, but we're back on. Normally whenever I have a little get off like that, just picking up the bike, stopping for a second, I get arm pumped as hell real quick. I was feeling pretty good when I hopped right back on, so we're still keeping the pace. There we are. This is where we got off the first time. Check out all the markings that we got now. All the tape up on the trees, all the additional arrows. Now we know where to go. Appreciate you guys. Don't try to say that that was the rider's fault because you guys didn't have a trail marked out. I know the tree may have fell or something and shit happens, but don't blame that on us. Boom, didn't see this. Get passed up right there, happened quick. I've been wanting to try out some different tires on the bike for a little minute now. I got a Kendo Washougal up front, which is what I bought the bike with. It was in good shape. Put a brand new MX33 rear on the back because that's what I already had. Honestly, that setup works awesome pretty much everywhere I've been, except I feel the front tire doesn't have a lot of traction in most spots. I haven't ever ridden a different front tire on this bike, so I don't know if it's me or if it's the tire, but it was gripped up today. Whatever this terrain was, it's absolutely perfect for it. Ate a little tree right there, and then here it comes, here it comes. Everybody's favorite little feature on this track right before the finish. Boom, chain snap. Thank gosh those two dudes weaved right around me at the end. I'm going full autism mode, just pushing the bike off the track. Homie's like, hey, just back up a little bit. We'll get the chain off. Appreciate this guy helping. If you're watching the video, I appreciate you coming out and helping. You're a good man.
Thank you.
Get it freed up, push the bike up off the track. Rear chain had broke, and it broke at one of the links, not at the master link. And
that's good timing.
I mean, chain never gave me any reason to suspect something was wrong with it, but I guess today was his day. It was old, and I bought the bike with it. Who knows how old it is, how many hours are on it. Thank God it happened exactly where it happened. That ends my day right there. Didn't even finish one lap, so got a DNF for the day. Gave up a lot of points to Dylan and Kyle, but nonetheless, it was a good race. Got some good footage. Had a great time hanging out with all my friends, and we'll see you in the next one.